Hello YouTube family, this is Iris. Today is May 10th. It's Monday. The high for today is expected to be 50 degrees. Pardon my hand there. I wanted to celebrate the azaleas are blooming and they'll offer nice foliage throughout the summer and winter. The compost unit, we used up everything, pardon the wind. Used up everything, so I'm in the process of refilling that. These are plants that I will be gifting to others from the overflow because I won't have use of them anymore. And then this six-sided sedum is really exciting because this foliage will present nicely, retain some moisture in this area. It should be nice, but you can't really tell it where it can and cannot go, so it'll be interesting. And the butterfly bushes are resilient, very exciting. Pardon the wind, as I wanted to give you guys just a sample. Here's a canna lily bud, which is really exciting. This is a direct sun area, so I'm hoping it'll have plenty of time to gain some size. The flowers in the loop are doing really well. I did find some mandavillas for this trellis in order to trellis arch, but I wanted to start them early enough to fill this in, but our nights are still dipping down into the low 30s, mid 30s, and I don't want to risk losing them. So the raised bed portion of our garden is awakening nicely. Still a fraction of beautiful landscape to enjoy. And then the ground level has awakened as well. As with anything, pictures don't do it justice. But again, this is to encourage anyone in Zone 6A. It's May 10th. I did have a couple things specifically that I wanted to share with you guys. We have late blooming tulips, which is really nice in the morning to have a good morning smile offered to you. But remember those dahlias that I lost? There is one over here that gives me hope, and it is right there. I don't know if you could see it, but I could see it. She's sending out a baby. So as patient as a teacher as nature is, she is also very kind. Reminds me of someone else too. So these guys are filling in nicely, just coming around so you all can see. This dahlia has weathered the temperament pretty good. Let's see how that goes. So I have a hope for what, I have hope for what the future holds with the dahlias. Maybe some will come back or not, I understand. These yuccas were regrouped and sectioned. This one was cut down drastically and moved back. This one just cut down, but I don't know if you guys remember, this is the sunflower from our winter sowing experiment. And then these guys are cuttings from the Japanese maple, and I put some root starter on there. I just wanted to see what it would do. But I also did that to a stem of the smoke bush tree who was trying to be the leader, and he wasn't gonna be a good leader. So I put some root starter on this one, and hopefully it will do well for us. But I have some cuttings from this boxwood in different pots with root starter. I'll let you all know how that goes. The biggest thing I wanted to share with you all was the vegetable garden bed, in that it is patient and kind. Lettuces are doing well. Tomato plants a little mad at me, literally saying, didn't I tell you it was too cold? So these are some cucumbers and corn and sweet peppers. I'll probably try a couple of the cucumbers out here today and try to plant the corn to see how they do. The kale and collards and thyme, they're all starting off well. You can direct sow most of these guys now. And then we have the asparagus doing well. Can't eat those this year. First year, you're not supposed to eat them. But the potatoes, more asparagus. We have some sweet onions. Did I tell you all? This is a lesson in be sure of your marker. Yep. And then some more potatoes. I'll be adding more soil to them. But here are some marigolds from seed direct sown. Our goal is to use those as a mosquito deterrent. We'll see what this tomato says, and the blueberry bush. The goji berries, they're hanging in there, we'll see. And then coming around this way with the herbs, as well as the Espalier. No, Espalier is a plant. I wanted to tell you guys about the Espalier fruit trees. So this is what they look like, and we'll walk through that process at some point. Before I let you go, I just want to walk you over to the shade garden where you can see just how well everyone has adapted to being in the shade. Another remnant of that winter sowing. And then over here with the late blooming tulips and the barberry, just very encouraging. Again, it's just May 10th, but I was really zealous about starting plants because of the holiday celebration we'll have with family members. Well, I'll stop here and let you all know how things go. Okay, bye.